Welcome to the Backrooms, where we go into the background information of our favorite topics and going obscure. My name is Gabe, and I'm your host.
And my name is Matt. I am your co-host for only tonight. This is the only night I'm going to be your co-host. Other than that, Gabe's on his own. Gabe's on his own.
So, this is the first Backrooms we are recording after Goose Boost. And we've had quite the reception, which is good.
Quite the reception indeed. Also, this is another one of those podcasts where Gabe is feeling a little poo-poo. So,
as usual.
Yes, I think we've had at least one of those per season.
Right. I'll be okay. Just a gunky throat.
Another thing I'm going to try and do in this podcast is sit closer to my microphone, because in the last ones I'm kind of echoey because I'm like all the way out here. So I'm going to try and be closer to the mic, so it just sounds better for you.
Alright, so our topic of the night is medieval found footage, which is you can find on the conspiracy theory icebergs all over the place. So that's where that topic comes from. I think it was definitely on the iceberg that I originally found back in beginning of 2020. So it's probably been there since the beginning.
Yep. The whole topic feels like a meme to me, like a really bad meme, as most memes are, because it's like you click on the video and it's like medieval found footage, but it's actually not that. It's just the guy, like creepy guy, staring out the window. Or
that was a different thing.
Well, that was in the video.
Pretty sure that was it was, but that was a different kind of little rabbit hole that came through it for some reason. But speaking of being a bad meme, medieval found footage, what I was able to find while researching is actually a 4chan meme that didn't really go anywhere, of course, but because of it, these two videos were made and put on a iceberg made by 4chan's paranormal board.
Interesting. Well, by the way, so I just noticed this is going to change the subject a little bit. Hold that thought, Gabe. We're going to come right back to that. This video is being uploaded on June 30th. So therefore, that means a year ago. If you go a year ago to June 30th, 2020, last night was called Spooky Night, in my opinion. It was also the day that we started filming my movie. But I call it Spooky Night is because I listened to Caretaker that night. And I'm not going to go on a rant. It's overrated. There we go. I said it already. I listened to the overrated one.
But you listened to most of it and then couldn't sleep that night.
Yeah, I listened to up through the fourth one, almost all the way through, and then couldn't sleep that night at all. So I watched Yellow Ha Man, aka Simpsons, all night. And then the next day, I was a zombie. And then I had orientation for my new job. So that was a year ago today, even though we're recording this, not on the 30th, obviously. But also the 30th was the 1-year anniversary of recording the Backrooms for the Wendigo story. And we're going to show a clip right now of me complaining how spooky Caretaker is right now. I listened to a creepy thing last night. You may have heard of it.
It's our intro music.
No. Well, it's made by the same person who made the intro music. But whatever you do, do not search up Everywhere at the End of Time, parts 1 through 6. Listen to part 1.
Creepy.
Listen to part 1. It's pretty good. Don't listen to part 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, though. Did you hear that? Wasn't I an idiot?
Wow.
Wasn't I stupid for thinking that? So yeah, that was a year ago. So I'm a changed man now. Because now I think it's dumb. But I'm not going to rant about it, like I said. We might make a compilation of me ranting about Caretaker from last season, but we're not going to do it right now. Anyway, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say is that it's a pretty open and shut case from what I've seen. It's not much of a mystery. I mean, it's a mystery when you look in, when you see its surface level, ooh, spooky, black and white video of horses running around with guys on them, and it's medieval found footage and everything. But when you look into it, really, it's nothing special. I think this is probably going to be the shortest episode of the season.
Yeah, I'm looking at the script right now. If that wasn't apparent.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't apparent, because now my face just got lit up.
Yeah, some people were kind of sad that this episode 34, was short, even though it was 8.5 minutes, which I think is a decent amount of time. I don't like milking topics. If there's a limited amount of info about a topic, I'm not gonna just make stuff up to make it to like 10 minutes, because that's annoying.
Because we're not chills.
We're not chills, even though people like to compare me to Chills, even though I don't sound like him naturally.
Goose said you sound like him. On podcast, Goose said you sound like him.
Well, Goose
is stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding. That's what you were going to say. Gabe said that, not me.
He sucks eggs.
Gabe said that. Gabe said that, not me.
He sucks eggs.
Yep.
Anyway.
I didn't realize it, speaking of Goose, that he linked in his community post to this channel. So thank you, Goose, for that. That was not necessary.
Thank you.
He's been very helpful. He's been very helpful.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. Now you should link your channel, so you don't get overshadowed by every other YouTube channel we have.
Yeah. He
other than the underground ones.
Yes, the underground ones.
We don't talk about the underground ones.
Yeah. Silphco Gaming. I didn't say that.
Stan the Man 1987.
You didn't say that. Snake Dog. I didn't say that. Snake Dog 2. I didn't say that either.
Anyway.
I was going to mention something about Goose. Like, he's been very helpful. He's very avid. He's very anal, if you will, about us getting fame or getting up there. Because he says he really likes our channel, and he wants us to... he said we're one of the good spooky channels out there. So
yeah, and that's nice of him.
It is very nice.
Even though we're not always spooky.
Right. And we're not funny like him. But
yeah, I'm not funny. I think we're more of an information channel.
Yeah. We give it to you. Give it to you informational. Yeah.
We give it to you straight, to the facts, to the T's.
Straight to the facts.
Mm-hmm.
There's no lollygagging involved. Just give you straight, cold, hard facts.
Yeah. We did want to talk about found footage, because this is
our
medieval found footage.
Our topic for tonight is going to be other found footage and or 4chan conspiracies, because, as Gabe said, this originated, I said that word really weird, this originated on 4chan. Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, this originated on 4chan. Well, nothing originates on 4chan, but this did.
Yeah. What I was able to find was that it is a 4chan meme, but I couldn't find any specific 4chan threads talking about it as a meme. Yeah. I only found Reddit posts talking about it as it was a 4chan meme, but I would assume it is because it's from a 4chan made iceberg.
Reddit, the armpit the armpit of the internet.
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like the alien rumor from 4chan when someone claimed they had a real image of an alien, and then the site crashed or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when the image actually showed up, it was like nothing.
Or like 3301.cf. Mm-hmm. That was not 4chan. Yeah. Was that 4chan? Yeah, it was.
Nah. That was... they messed around with it and tried to figure it out, but they never figured it out.
Right. It's so confusing. I tried it myself, the archive of it, when I was getting pictures for that episode, and I could not do it.
Yeah.
Like I
It
can't. I
doesn't
didn't know
make
where I was
sense.
going. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's like click the link. Click the one of the 4 trapezoids or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But
Um,
so I was going to tell you about some found footage for you kids.
yeah.
Gather round, kids. Uncle Matt's going to tell you about some 4chan, not 4chan. Going to tell you about some found
Uncle
footage.
Matt with his creepy mustache.
That's going to be gone in episode 35. So, oh wait, this is 35. In episode 36. So get a good look at it, ladies. That was creepy. They're going to use that against me if we get popular. We're
Yeah,
going to get canceled.
I would imagine.
We're going to get canceled.
You will.
Because
you will.
I
I
said
have
a
nothing
joke.
against me.
Because I said
There's
a joke.
nothing against me.
Yeah, because I literally said a joke and then took it back. Whatever.
Because there's nothing dirt on me.
Yeah, whatever. It's going to be gone. It's going to be gone. Anyway, found footage of other things. Yes. There was one that I could think of in particular, and it didn't originate on, but I heard of it from Chills, of all people. Good old Chills. And his foot lettuce obsession.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, this videotape was found in the dumpster in 2398. This is the footage, and it was like a cartoon guy. I'm sure you all know the video. It was supposedly really creepy. There's like screaming guys in the background. There's like creepy faces throughout the whole thing. Meanwhile, it's playing like 90s pop music or something, like 80s like default pop music, and it's supposed to be like, let's make a new friend.
Yeah.
And Chills was like, this video is very confusing. I don't really know where it came from.
I'll do the
Chills.
voice because everyone thinks I am.
Okay.
This video does not make sense. This little man is screaming, and it scares me.
Do you guys know what's going on? Let me know. He always does that.
Mm-hmm.
He always does that.
Yeah. He asks the audience. It's engagement.
Yeah, but still, if you say it for every single thing you're talking about, Chills, it makes us think you don't know nothing. It makes us think you don't know nothing. Whatever his name is. I bet his name is like Anthony.
Anthony.
Do we know his name?
I'll search it up.
I bet it's Anthony. Anthony Loggins. He's Kenny Loggins' lost son. Most of you kids don't know who Kenny Loggins is. What is it?
His name is Dylan.
Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like a Dylan. I had a Dylan when I was in high school, and he kind of sounded like Chills.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a Dylan in my high school class that sounded like Chills.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
that's basically, it was
going.
like found footage, but it was a joke. Like, the video was a joke, but then everyone thought it was creepy, but I was one of the few people who thought it was funny when I first saw it when I was an 8th grader. Then, like, I don't know. It's like found footage, but like I said, it's a joke. So, like, they're making fun of the found footage thing, because the found footage thing is kind of, like, overplayed now.
Yeah.
I mean, we did our own thing, found footage, in the form of Santa is Real.
We did do Santa is Real.
It's one of my favorite Going Obscure episodes. It was really fun to make and
top
fun
3.
It was really fun to make and fun to talk about.
It is in the top 3 best Going Obscure episodes.
Yeah, but see, that was like found footage. It originated, we talked about it in the Backrooms. You can watch that if you want the full backstory. We're not going to steal views from ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a cat.
It's my cat.
Is he like on the screen right now?
No, but I can grab him.
Oh, my cat was like over here somewhere. Speaking of cats, Goose's cat typed us a message on Discord. It was like a bunch of numbers. But anyway, more found footage that I can think of is like movies that found footage. The first one that comes to mind is the Blair Witch Project. It's like we found the camera in the woods. We found the camera in the woods. And we found the footage on the camera, and it was really spooky. Or the Paranormal Activity movies. I like the first 3. Or no, 2.
I've only seen the first one.
Yeah. I watched most of them when I was in like freshman or sophomore year because I wanted to be spooked. And as soon as you get past the second one, they're not scary at all. They're really stupid because they try and add like conflicts between the family members. It's like, well, my dad lost his job, and my mom's struggling with depression, and my brother's got Asperger's or something, and she was like filming it on her phone, and then her brother's acting all creepy and spooky, and they're really dumb as soon as you get past that. The first one was great. First one was great. My dad likes that movie. The first one. He likes the end when they're in the bed. You know, I'm not going to spoil it for those who don't want to. Who haven't seen it yet and want to. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool. It's actually kind of creepy. See, the end of that one is creepy. But that's like found footage because it's like, well, we set up our cameras. And
there's also Cloverfield.
Oh, yep. Cloverfield. We mentioned it in the last episode in 33. The Cloverfield ARG.
Yeah, we did. I could do a video on that eventually. It's not very obscure though, so.
Yeah, I mean you could.
I mean, I guess it's eventually going to become obscure, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Something that most people don't know about, I guess.
Isn't that the case with all things though? Eventually they're going to become obscure.
Yeah.
Going obscure will become obscure.
It is obscure.
Yeah.
Not anymore, of course, because Goose.
See, I was watching, we're looking at the comments of some of our Season 1 episodes today. And there was a comment that was like, you guys should do an episode on Going Obscure. It's this weird underground channel that I discovered, and it was like a joke. And then, I don't know, maybe April Fools?
We could. Yeah, we could.
Yeah, and then we swap personas. And I talk in the Chills voice. And then Gabe's all happy.
Yeah. Should we wrap this up now? I don't have much else to say about
what other found footage things can you think of? See, Gabe likes to wrap things up. I'm just kidding. I'm thinking of wrapping it up.
Yeah, I do, because I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm thinking of wrapping it up too, because
there's always that doo-doo episode of the Backrooms every season.
Yeah, I don't remember the one last season. Oh, the fifth one. The one that got
just making my cat do dumb things.
You are? Wow, look at that cat. Guys, look at that cat.
To distract people that this episode is kind of duty. But that's okay. Anyway,
I can't see what the cat's doing, but it's so funny.
Let's wrap this up.
Okay. Should we? Alright, so found footage is spooky. We all know that. It's kind of a joke at this point. Everyone kind of likes to spoof it, make their own found footage. We explain some other found footage things to you, so check them out yourself and make your own at your local library. And this episode is funded by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yep. And let's welcome back to the background information. The back.
Join us again in the Backrooms. I'm going to do it this time. Don't steal my thunder, Gabe.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Join us next time when we go back into the background information on when we're riding on the horseback in the medieval times, and somebody has a camera, and the camera's faced towards their back, and they turn around and see us on the back of the horse, and they film us. And they film us riding on the horse. And then they go back to the future. Back to the Future is a movie where the guy goes back to the future because he needs to get back to the future because he's in the background information. He needs to find background information about the medieval horses that were riding on the back. But it's in black and white. And why is it in black and white? Because we've gone back in time. But if we go back even further, how much farther back are we going to go? How much farther back do we need to go back to the Backrooms? That's the question. So we're going to go back to the Backrooms when we go back. And then we want you guys to join us in the Backrooms next time when we go back into the background informations on the Backrooms.
Bye, fellas.